Imagine waking up and realizing that your environment influences your mood more than your warm morning coffee. Have you ever felt that just looking at the armchair makes you feel uncomfortable? It may seem like exaggeration, but the touch of the right blanket or pillow makes a difference. In today's video, I'll show you how small changes in texture and comfort at home help transform restless nights into deep rest and anxious days into a feeling of security. You will discover practical tips that, the next day, already give results. How to sleep without that pressure on your chest. Face routine surprises with calm steps and feel your body let out that sigh of relief as soon as you wake up. For those who have already left behind some parties and accumulated decades of learning, well-being needs to be a priority. It's not just about luxury or decoration. The body feels, the thinner skin, the cold that bothers you more quickly, the posture that changes as time passes. The surrounding environment, more than ever, is a refuge. All of this influences small gestures, such as closing your eyes to doze, making your bed, or sitting at the table for the most important conversations of the day. If the place is rigid, the body is on alert. If there is acceptance, the emotion relaxes. There is a curious and important fact. According to recent research, more than a third of people over 60 who started using soft blankets and pillows quickly noticed fewer episodes of anxiety. Look around. Does your corner already offer this? Don't underestimate that fabric that you thought was just a detail. It could be the difference between waking up with back pain and waking up stretching like you did when you were younger. Think of your home as a field that is carefully prepared for each season. Comfort here is like the earth that protects the seeds from the cold. Every soft touch, every welcoming space prepares you to flourish without a hitch. It's not an exaggeration. It's self-care in the most practical and ancient way, passed down through generations. Do you remember the crochet blanket fought between siblings or your favorite childhood pillow? Time passes, but the search for comfort only improves. Now, take a deep breath and imagine how easy it would be to transform each morning, starting with the simple touch of a blanket. Let's continue this discovery together. A small detail is enough to understand the effect of the environment on the body. Imagine Carlos sitting in his living room late in the afternoon, crossing and uncrossing his legs as he tries to find position. The sofa is always a little cold and stiff. The blanket rests folded, forgotten on the armchair, almost an ornament. He holds the cup of tea with damp hands and notices that, over the last few months, his heart has been racing for no apparent reason. Sleeping became difficult. Any noise seems to increase that restlessness that only grows when the house is silent. In everyday life, anxiety starts sneakily, almost hidden in automatic gestures. When night arrives, it manifests itself. Heavy head, short breathing, tiredness that doesn't go away. Carlos remembers the times when a nap was enough to regain his spirits. Today, waking up without a weight on your shoulders seems rare. This change undermines the quality of life. Rest becomes an obligation, not a pleasure. Small joys, like reading the newspaper or listening to an old song, lose color in the face of constant tiredness. We are talking about anxiety, a health problem that leaves marks not only on the mind, but on the entire body. It can change your heart rate, making you tense even in the simplest moments of everyday life. Science has a name for this: physical response to the environment. That is, the way the body reacts to the place where we live. Make no mistake, the comfort of that sofa or pillow may be more important than many realize. An international survey showed that around 60% of elderly people who adapted their environment with comfort rituals report feeling calmer in the face of changes at home. A high number, don't you think? So why do so many people still believe that only willpower or medication will do the trick? This belief that self-care is superfluous needs to be rethought. It's worth reflecting. Do you invest in your own comfort or wait for time to resolve? Breathing moment. Observe your surroundings. Do you really feel welcomed where you are now? Remember when a new blanket changed the night, or when you stole the special pillow from the couch to take a nap after lunch? Deep down, perhaps the best refuge has always been within reach. Many people believe that touch, contact with soft textures, doesn't make any difference. Have you ever heard that story that, as the years go by, the only important thing is health and the rest is freshness? But this idea does not hold up in the face of what we feel on a daily basis. Science explains that touch activates sensors in the skin that communicate with the brain, releasing serotonin. In other words, that tight hug, or even the fluffy blanket on the couch, helps your body relax without mystery. People who invest in cozy objects not only sleep better, they also wake up without that tension in their back. Yes, you can tell the difference just by sitting in a welcoming environment. Many are surprised to discover that blankets, cushions, and small tactile rituals can transform their mood and body in just a few days. Contrary to popular belief, soft items are not just decoration. They are allies that reduce the feeling of isolation, especially when the house is silent. Studies show that 40% of seniors who make their environment more comfortable report feeling less alone and safer to rest. Imagine that hard chair in the living room being replaced by an armchair that hugs the body. The simple gesture of settling down becomes pleasure, not suffering. Now tell me, do you have an object at home that makes a difference in your days? Share in the comments, I'd love to know. Also, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and leave a like so we can continue exchanging experiences and growing together in this welcoming space. Did you take a deep breath? Feel how the environment around you even influences your breathing. Small details, like a blanket folded neatly over the armchair, can transform the feeling of coming home after a hard day. Comfort can be as powerful as a grandmother's good advice. It may seem simple or repetitive, but it never loses its effectiveness. The home needs to be that fertile soil, prepared for the body to flourish every day, even if some roots already require more delicacy. The time has come to transform some of these ideas into practice, bringing truly accessible and transformative solutions to your environment. What if you tried small changes in your own space right now? A simple solution, and within everyone's reach, is to transform the place where you rest. Invest in blankets with a soft texture and soft colors. Always leave one of them next to the sofa or bed. As you wrap yourself, focus on how the fabric feels against your skin. This activates a comfort network in the body, making the transition between busy day and peaceful night much easier. The benefit? Clear reduction in muscle tension and irritation, faster feeling of relaxation. A practical tip: wash blankets with a little lavender fabric softener and fold them in plain view, never hidden in the closet. During breakfast, include support pillows on your usual chair. Many people have discovered that the simple act of sitting on a cushion can radically change the experience of a slow meal. This extra support aligns your posture, prevents back and hip pain, and gives the impression of a gentle hug while you enjoy your coffee. To feel the effect, use medium cushions, medium density, preferably a removable cover for easy washing. Change the covers every week, renewing the sensation. Have you ever thought about creating a collection with different textures, such as velvet and cotton? Now, for those who like an extra touch, how about a mini recipe for a calming room spray? Take 200 milliliters of filtered water, add 15 drops of lavender essential oil, 2 tablespoons of grain alcohol, and mix well in a spray bottle. Spray on curtains, pillows, and blankets every night before bed. The aroma promotes almost immediate relaxation. Has anyone out there experienced something similar? Share your favorite recipe or sensation in the comments. These exchanges enrich everyone's experience. Helena, our second character, was always tossing and turning in bed, unable to find a position to rest. When she adopted a cozy blanket in soft tones and started to prepare the lavender spray, she noticed that her hands, always so cold, warmed up after just a few minutes wrapped in the soft blanket. Suddenly, sleep came more quickly, and she woke up smiling even in the mirror. Sometimes, adapting old habits can lead to good laughs. After all, who would have thought that that craze for a good smell would become a secret for better nights? Take a deep breath. Have you ever thought about what small changes could bring to your routine? Taking advantage of this new perspective on comfort, another practical solution that usually makes a difference is to put together a small cuddle kit next to the bed. Imagine a basket with items at your fingertips, an extra pillow with your favorite texture, a pair of soft socks, a bottle of water, and a light book for sleepless days. Unlike the blankets and pillows scattered around the house, this nearby set facilitates that moment of relaxation before bed or on busier nights. If you like to experiment, try preparing a calming tea every night before going to bed. The mini recipe: put 1 teaspoon of chamomile and 1 teaspoon of fennel in 250 milliliters of boiling water. Leave to infuse for 5 minutes, strain and lightly sweeten if desired. Drink it while it's still hot and notice how your body slowly slows down. How many times has a simple tea worked a miracle after a difficult day? Helena, after adjusting her room with the snuggle kit, began to see each night as a ritual of self-care. At first, she was unsure whether she would be able to maintain the routine, as she didn't always remember to prepare everything. The solution was to leave the basket ready in the morning, like someone preparing the house for a loved one. Now she notices that she wakes up less during the night, has less pain in her legs, and even feels more energetic when she wakes up. Excited to call her friends and tell them about the dreams she had. The delightful detail, the feeling of a warm sock on your feet, brings back that childhood memory of the times when, in winter, your mother would store her socks on top of the wood stove. The only thing missing was the cheese bread, right? Of course, adaptation is not always easy. You might get lazy, forget to wash the blanket, or even think it's silly at first. The secret is to take one step at a time. If you need to, involve someone in the family or try alternating days to try each tip lightly without charge. The biggest benefit? Quality sleep, less tension, days with lighter movements, and above all, that comforting feeling that home is a safe haven. How about commenting here which of these suggestions you're excited to try? Did you like the video? Subscribe, turn on notifications, and send to someone special. And the challenge of the week: create your own cozy corner and tell us how you felt. I'll be bringing you more practical tips for everyday life soon. After all horseradish grows best in well-prepared soil, and taking care of its comfort means cultivating happiness indoors.